Some kind of
right in the middle of that trench there, just underneath the spade handle, is a circle of stones with what appears to be something burnt in the middle of it, and it's right down at the bottom. No idea what that is. So what I said to Alice is take the rest of the soil out, and then we can trowel the bottom of that flat, because there seems to be a black layer sat just above it, so we've got something happening in the middle of that. So that's got real archaeology in the bottom of it, and this one over here. In a minute, yeah.
Oh yeah, we photographed it out.
Now, all these others seem to be hollow.
Because if you dig like that, you can pick up loads of stuff and just chuck it away. There's a rock here. Alright. There we go. I've got to give it another rock. Oh, it's a tree. Oh, right, man. You're getting the lay with the rock, but that's really not.
No, but is that tree that looks in the actually say that came from, or is that just a link?
Yeah, I'm just doing the overall.
Yeah. That rock section's interesting. It's about 2.5 foot, 7 metres, so well, 3/4 of a metre. So over the surface, that's yeah. So that's been buried, like all the stuff that's put over the top. It's up here as well.
So what's...
It's either been put there for a reason and then buried by the mound over the top, or someone's dug a hole and tipped it in. And the way that it looks like it was there before the mound was put on top, because the soil above it was exactly the same as all the other soil. There wasn't a hole there for them to be tipped in, you know. So that is definitely, this lot here is definitely something, but I can't really tell you what. We need to go further that way really to find out. But the rest of this is completely clean. There's nothing in the rest of it apart from the tree root.
Starting there and going that way.
It's starting there and going that way. So if we take the next section out tomorrow, we'll be able to see what it is maybe. Oh. Over there and grab me another one of the little bottles out and we've done them somewhere else, yeah. Right, you know that tape measure that we're using as a scale? Can you grab that tape measure, wherever it was? I think it was over there. Oh, I'll tell you what, I know where it is. What we've done is, we've unearthed a collection of rocks down there in the bottom of this trench, which as you can see is about 2 to 3 feet, maybe a metre, down underneath the mound. So what we've done is we've actually put soil samples in place there. It's got trench 1, sample A, B and C, taken from around where those stones are. So if in the future we ever want to come back and do a soil analysis or have a look at what was going on here in terms of an activity, maybe there'll be traces of that left chemically in the soil. We can always come back and check those samples again. But as long as we've got them, it doesn't matter how long we keep them for, at least we have the samples from amongst those rocks for future analysis. So I'm just going to go in and lift those samples out, so you can keep the camera running if you want. See, what we've done is we've actually pushed them in quite hard to try to produce, as it were, core samples, mini core samples. That was not particularly good, that one, because it's quite loose, but it's got the dark soil in it. This one I think went a bit better. Let's be very carefully take this one out. You see what that one's done. You actually see the difference in colour in sand there as well. We picked up some of the other colours in that one. Yeah, that's quite solid. That's a solid core sample we've got there. Let's pick a piece of stone up in there as well. That's quite interesting. Wasn't quite what we had in mind, but there you go. So that one's picked up the soil. So as you can see, that one's from there. That one, that's B, that one's from there. And right in the middle here, mixed right in the centre of all of the rocks, we've got C, which if you lift very carefully out, you see we've actually gone in and core sampled. Again, we've picked up a little bit of the traces of the stone.